Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akimota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akimota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
It is a Friday evening, a day before our marriage ceremony, and of course, we are about to start the Bachelor's Night live on Sammy Flex TV. In fact, that is what we've started. As a matter of fact, that is the Bachelor's Night. That is what we are doing. The Bachelor's Night edition. Tagoe's marriage ceremony is set for tomorrow. Everybody should bring their red cup. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers to a better tomorrow. And of course, we are still inviting all our homies. All our homies to be a part of this. Chemo, now time is up.
Yep.
Today we finished with the court.
Yes.
Earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh, so now as it stands now, you are a married man. So you can spend in now. So can you spend in now or what? Oh, right, you are married. Yeah. I'll tell you no more. Hey, Jemo, what do you mean?
You see much.
I just spend me in that check.
Oh, Debbie.
I don't understand you see watching. I don't understand you see watching. No, what is you see watching?
What way you can?
No, Jamo, just see watching. Say I don't understand.
Well, simply put, I trim Panachaka.
That's you be feminine. Oh my word! Oh my word! Chamo is telling us to see what she knew who be to forget about what you are thinking.
Charlie. Katana. I say, so what I read are the Abia to pan best, but to pan the to dada.
But to pan best. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But now it's certified.
Oh yeah.
Busian for Adiatum. Nyamia Diatum. And see oh Winsla.
Yeah, quarter
Adiatum. Wow. No, Jumanesi. Jumanesi. Carries me there. Now I chose on my John Berry. For the audience, David, I would audience in your moody, almost in your moody.
Chebo, they did that's okay.
Hey, I'll bet you more, dear. People are wicked. People are just wicked. Well, that is just by the way. So, streaming live now on YouTube, and we are still with our people. You can join us, share the link with others, and let's do the Bachelor's Night edition of Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV. Let me go online to check how many people are there and who is saying what before we can even zoom into action, because we are doing it with you. The Bachelor's Night edition is with all our people, so everybody should just join, and this is the final call. So it's like going to board a plane and say the final call. If you are called and you are not here, it means the plane is leaving you. But we are still going to Masonic Library says congrats Chemo. Yeah, thanks Masonic, thank you so much. And I want us to look at some one or two stories before we even prepare for the Bachelor's Night proper off cameras. We have our own place that we're going to be tonight. Yeah, we are going to Northwood. Chemo is Northwood. Yeah, so we're going to sit there, swim small, and do things more, and wait for tomorrow. Yeah, Chemo, just I have to sleep early because you have to sleep and look good. Yeah. You need to look good for. You don't have anything to look good for. When East Legon executives, Ghana's richest men, when they say that they could wait for 2 hours to greet or to shake hands with Otumfuo, something they will not do for the president, what does it mean?
It's simple. It simply means the I'm not getting it that way.
Because some people are reading meaning, so it means so they respect Otumfuo more than the president.
Yeah, I wish I would get different words.
No, there is no word. Let's just say it the way it is.
Yeah,
let's just say it the way it is.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It means they respect Otumfuo
more than the president.
More than the president, yes. Because the
but Otumfuo and the president, who is powerful in Ghana?
Obviously, in terms of how our system is obviously the president.
So how can they respect Otumfuo more than the president then?
Yes, because it's like saying you respect your mother more than the president. That's what it is. Where they are coming from and how they cherish the kingdom. That's why they are saying they respect Otumfuo more than the president. The same way I can say I respect my mother more than the president. It's not like my mother is more powerful than the president, but I still respect my mother more than the president. Besides, I didn't vote for my mother to give birth to me. I voted for Addo to become the president. So if I say that I respect my mother more than the president, that's what I mean. And the same thing can be applied to Otumfuo and Nande's situation.
Okay.
Those who are saying that, I think it's because of where they come from. They respect their kingdom, they respect the culture, and besides they didn't vote to be Ashantis they didn't vote for Otumfuo to be the Ashanti king. It's there. We have people who become king. they are there. You don't elect anybody. You don't do any mafia work to get to be elected and all that. Like the way people don't respect politicians in general because of their deeds.
Okay.
So somebody can say they won't respect Nana Addo in that sense because of his deeds, things that he has said, things that they think that he has lied about and all that. You can't get saved when you are you compare Otumfuo to Nana Addo in that sense. Nana Addo can give promise and he will not fulfill it, or he will not go by his promise. And Otumfuo will not do that because he doesn't need your vote or whatever in a way that he has to lie to you for you to believe in him and give him the mandate or something like that. So them respecting Otumfuo more than another is just purely based on where they come from and how they feel about the Ashanti king, and then as Ashantis the bond that they have with the kingdom. Because Otumfuo as a person can even die today or will no more be a king. Whoever comes, they will give that person the same respect. So it's about the kingdom, not even about an individual. Nana Addo as an individual and as a political leader will not command a lot of respect. That one is obvious. Even if you take it, as I said, if you take it out of not Otumfuo and Nana Addo, but somebody's mother and Nana Addo, most people will choose their mother before Nana Addo, unless maybe they have also had bad experience with their parents. That's where they will choose Otumfuo ahead of their parents or something like that. So for me, I don't think this should be a problem here. It's about how you are connected to your culture and how they respect the kingdom. I know that there will be some people who may not have such respect for their kingdom, so they will rather go for a political leader. But political leaders, they don't look good in any way. They don't command respect because of their mode of doing politics, especially in Africa here. It's not nice like that. So if you are not doing it in a way to command respect, people, they know that you are our leader, by respect they forget.
You not get them. I see. Got it. Quick one. Let me also listen to how you think about the East Legon executive saying they could wait for 2 hours to meet or to greet the Asantehene Otumfuo or say Tutu, the second, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and as it stands now. So this is a lineup of their luxurious and expensive cars waiting to meet the Otumfuo. Of course, East Legon executives, they're dope men. Look at their Benzimes. Look at their Benzimes and over Tiasie. And Mary Mama. The wagons, Charlie, wagons, they do
the wagon.
I saw you go. No, it's just tight. It's just tight. You have to come prepared.
Peer pressure.
Hey.
Yeah.
So wagon then kwaka.
Peer pressure.
No, if you don't man, I can get a gym wagon. No, you can't just own a gym wagon easily like that. She. You are going inside. Hey, Charlie. Abu Ziggy. Abu Ziggy. You they lie. Sure. You can't show them nothing. That's it. But it's good. It's good for us to have some rich men in the country. Okay, escalate. They say I call escalate. So escalate. They did this. Rich man, let's listen to what the man said actually. Let's listen to what he said, then we come back to discuss it.
President Grant me fat and crying as she got 4 minutes now. Mrs. to me way, Otumfuo penny. President Grant me fat and crying as she got 4 minutes now. 1 hour 30 minutes, they go 2 hours. President, we are great. This Otumfuo. Nana, we will be. and crying. Everything for and Asalai. The correct. You will too for it. You would have with my Onukua Ghana will be any such me. This was 2 4. President to create need to be you know Kenya get to your car for 2 hours. 2 hours in Aqua. You're carrying road. Someone didn't know to everybody to the mind. I never see the create to the mind. No, and I didn't walk actually a reaction because they make kind of say. And to also fatal come on. That's it. It's always the friend as my own. As my they can't say, I mean, they are changed. They're proper. You're more confined. So I just say, near my answer to me here and one. Thank you, Nana. That's it.
I think I'm now pained after listening to the gentleman who spoke, especially when he said, "Nake President clear, oh, Charlie.
Well, I want to take it from 2 angles. I mean, political side and traditional side. One say you're about political side. Obiti say your president, or like you can say, or the highest. I mean, in terms of political,
he's the number 1 man in Ghana.
Sure.
Yes.
So, when we come to traditional side, I mean, when culture values come to play, of course, there's no way. And we hear people, I mean, trying to compare someone like, I mean, our president to Otumfuo, because we as Africans, we still hold our traditions more than this kind of political thing. It took, a certain white people to come here to try to, inculcate something into our brain. And right now, we think, as part of how the world is developing, we still have to pay attention to it. But see, a fan it's a people can even spend the whole day there waiting for a king, and can't kingship brass. Not even to limit it to Ghana. In Africa, talking of one of the highest rulers in Africa, there's no way about to forget someone like Otumfuo. And seeing this our big men wait for him, there are so many things that come to play: respect and honor. Because having upon all the success that you've achieved, wherever that you stand to even say, I had an opportunity to have this kind of encounter, with Otumfuo. It add value to your status, being a businessman or maybe a huge personality in the space. So these are some of the things that also come to play. Let's also consider networking opportunities. We know someone like Otumfuo, in as much as Sebia or also in Juma or other opportunities around. These businessmen, when it comes to decision, they don't just make a move. Any move that they are making, at the end of the day, they will make sure that it's lands on what? Value for money. Because right now, if for instance, there's a gig that they want to, consider in Kumasi, of course, it's still coming to play this Otumfuo conversation. So having, a good relationship with this man, someone who commands or control, the land of the Ashantis, I'm sure it will also, be something that we also have to also consider. Let's also, pay attention to the, our cultural significance. Of course, that is what I said earlier. I said, as Africans, this kind of political thing, and like respect or hinibia or any homework a politician won't get that. And oko asanteman hinimu, even Ghana here, yesum, asante hini by yesum president. Yesum asante hini by yesum president.
I see.
That is how it is. Unless maybe people want to open the conversation. And of course, people of Ashanti will do for Otumfuo, don't do for president. And when Otumfuo commands, the people listen more than even a president. Just as Misinia Mankind, we voted for a president, but on the side of Otumfuo, it's never like that.
So if Otumfuo says they should go and sleep, the president says they shouldn't sleep, which one would they listen to?
Well, I'm sure in as much as our power, or in
as much as our power,
Otumfuo power, of course he has power, but and I know, say, when it comes to decisions, that is one thing.
And at that time, do you think people listen to the president more than him?
Yes, at that time people will listen to, but people will listen. No, people will listen to, but we will still have others to that. Regardless, they will still listen to what Otumfuo is saying. But the I believe say or acquire or the and in as much as it fall within the tradition, the values and the customs that you are talking about, forget it. People will still pay attention to it.
Wow, some new comments before I go to Roland Amate. Fifi Kofi says the thing is that respect is not forced onto. It is what you feel for the person. And once again, he says like the way I would choose Dutch passport over Ghana PhD. Fifi Kofi still, he says, now dear, after seeing this video, the man is very disrespectful. After all this arrogant behavior, Kumasi is very dirtier after Accra. Augustino says, good evening everyone, with much love. Congrats to Chemo in advance. Hey Augustino, I haven't heard from you. Show up.
Augustino,
on their side. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Ro, what do you also think about this? Augustino, thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Do you also feel the man disrespected the president?
Yes, to some extent. Because as far as our system is structured, or the structure of our system is concerned, the Otumfuo has even relinquished the power that he has to the president. And he's not the only person. All traditional rulers in the country have given that utmost power that they wielded back then to the president, which is the current structure of authority that we have. And that is what makes the president the most powerful human being in Ghana. Should the country be sinking today, and a plane comes, the first person that will be lifted off the land is definitely the president and his family. And that is it. It shows how powerful he is. What the man is saying is a disrespect to the president. However, you can't blame him that much, because for somebody to give respect to another person, it is probably the value that the person sees in the other person, which is why he would want to give him that respect. You may not agree with him based on whatever information or knowledge you also have, but then the value that he sees is what will push him to give that respect to the person. And it's as simple as that. Perhaps to them, they see more value in Otumfuo than the president. And there is nothing that you can do to change that. If somebody wants to respect another person, you can't force it. If you force, then it is slavery, or you are just trying to buy it or coerce somebody to give you respect.
Even in the case of politics, that's what it is.
Exactly.
It's by force.
And even so, you can't hold that as the utmost respect. Respect comes when the person actually willingly wants to give to you. So in our power structure in this country, this is a gross disrespect to the president. There is no two ways about it. Because if you value the power structure, regardless of whatever value that you see in anybody, comparing him to the president is a no-no. In terms of power structure, there is no way you can compare Otumfuo to the president. He may probably, or he can command from here to Lesotho, to Guinea-Bissau, to probably all the African continent. But even him has relinquished that utmost power to the president, which is why currently we have the National House of Chiefs and not the National House of Kings. So technically, even in Ghana,
but the National House of Chiefs, Otumfuo is not part of it.
Well, that
he's not a member of National House of Chiefs.
But God were the days when he was the president. Yes, he's been before Tagoe Afede.
No, there is a representative on his
from,
but he has never been part of it.
There's a representative from Mansia.
Yes, he has never been part of it.
So
he doesn't go for any meeting. He doesn't do
of the National House of Chiefs.
Yes.
So as even
at that time, Nana Otumfuo was the one representing.
So,
he's the king of Jabin.
So,
area.
The thing is, as far as our power structure in the country is concerned, our power structure do not recognize kings. It recognizes paramount chiefs. That is the highest form of traditional ruling in the country currently. Unless somebody has a different fact to prove that this is wrong. It recognizes the paramount chief of every traditional ruling. You can call yourself king. Nobody will dispute it. Nobody will hold you to it. But as far as our proper or our recognized, let me use recognized power structure is concerned, it is the paramount chief. And that is what is recognized in our power structure. So like I said, the man has every right to give who he wants to give respect to. And just like Shemo said, it is just like you saying, I respect my mother more than the president. It doesn't make your mother more powerful than the president. In terms of power structure, the president is more powerful than your mother.
Far gone.
Far gone. But personally, out of your own respect that you would want to give, you can give it to your mother and leave the president hanging. Nobody can fault you. Nobody can hold you. So yes, in one circle, you can see this as a gross disrespect to the president because of our power structure. That is if you want to go by that conversation. But morally, and because it is subjective, respect is individualistic. You want to give it to somebody that you think, okay, out of the value that I get from this person. Somebody can just respect, or I can respect Kobe Josvan. And somebody can say, oh, that's say we will know Biasa. Now then I open this and now then I respect this. I know the value that I get from him.
Yeah.
Which is why I would want to give him that respect.
Yeah.
If the person doesn't see Kobe Josvan as anybody, that is on only cup of tea.
Yeah.
Your only problem. But the value that I get from him is the reason why I would want to give him that respect. So if him and his colleagues prefer to wait for Otumfuo for over 2 hours or how many hours in order to meet him, that is to them. But in terms of the power structure of what is actually recognized in the country, there is no way you can call this a respect to the president. There is no way. You can't say, yes, Otumfuo is the most powerful. That is to you. But my plain CSC, I say, coronation. Definitely, all the allies of the country would know who they would have to pick first. And that...
Don't make a mistake.
No, you see, it is now...
You can say it the way you want to say it, but...
No, Chemo, what is recognized. Now you are assuming.
But do you no, I'm not assuming. Do you know that they give special invitation to Otumfuo when the queen died?
It is per
Yes.
And never gave the same special invitation to the president.
It is per association.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what maybe.
And the queen is powerful in England, so that when you talk about when there's like a fire here and whom they will pick first, that's why I'm saying be careful.
It is
the way you are going.
And in America say it is per association. If the queen sees Otumfuo as his friend, the queen cannot probably see the president as his friend same way.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But per the power structure that we have in the country, and per our allies and the power that we've wielded to the president, of which he can make certain decisions in the country, and it will still hold. It will override every power that anybody has in this country. If the president says, I am signing a declaration that everybody should sleep at 6 o'clock, Otumfuo cannot go beyond those declarations if it is enshrined in the constitution. When COVID came, when COVID came,
why you both think he can?
When COVID came, and they issued lockdown. When COVID came and they issued lockdown, you see, that's what I'm saying. No, he will not do it.
If you compare like that, I can tell you when Otumfuo issued his lockdown or says that nobody should
curfew.
That curfew, it was more followed as compared to the curfew of the lockdown. Some people did not even obey it.
You see?
In Otumfuo's case, no one will come for you even if you don't obey, but everybody obey this, especially in Kumasi.
Even with this,
That's
you see, even with this.
Okay, wrap up.
Come back to confirm in terms of power structure. If the president wants to give a decree, of which definitely people would be stubborn to those decrees because they may not like those decisions. It transcends from the north to the south, east and west. That is if he wants it to apply. What is the limitation of Otumfuo's power? Can Otumfuo leave the Ashanti region and come and tell the people in the Greater Accra region to sleep? Or issue a curfew in Greater Accra? No.
Okay. He can only do it in his
kingdom. In his domain. So
But
in terms of
the effectiveness of it, if you are comparing, like if you say Otumfuo should say Kumasi people, Nanado is saying sleep, I'm saying don't sleep, they won't sleep.
And how
that's yes.
No, but yes, still
they won't sleep.
How big is Ashanti region compared to the 16 regions in Ghana?
No, what they are trying to say is that where he rules,
yes,
there were nobody supersedes
him.
That's
why some of them have come here and are telling you that they respect him more than
me. And make the president. Already, I've said that. I've said that.
Saying that he has donated to Nanado before.
I have said that.
They are the ones giving him money to be president.
No, me. I have said that. I have said that. It is individualistic. Just like they are saying, oh, when the president says this and Otumfuo says that, they would prefer to go to Otumfuo's word than the president. It is them that has decided to give him that utmost respect. That's what I'm saying. For that one, you can't dispute it. So this obia, I don't think Mrs. San. But the part say, in terms of power structure that we've given the power to say, whether directly or indirectly, the power of my president say, who now we are the first gentleman of the land. If the man says the whole Ghana should sleep, and Otumfuo says Kumasi or Ashanti region don't sleep, it is only in Ashanti, even if it will be even if it will be effective. Let's say the whole Ashanti region will not sleep, no problem. But if the other 15 regions, half of it sleeps, half of that 16 region is still bigger than Ashanti region. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in terms of effectiveness and power, power play,
to them, they also don't want to think about any.
Exactly.
Because even the guy who is disrespecting says that same thing. It's not about who has the power.
Exactly.
For them,
who controls at the point.
So me, I am saying that in power structure, this is a disrespect to the president. But personally, it is not a disrespect to the president because he holds his respect and he knows who he wants to give it to. And he knows who he wants to give it to. And your money there. Say na obi abeka so me pese me buwi. Untimi nchira me semi na me mbu na na ma me mbu. That's it. But generally, in terms of power structure, it is a disrespect to the president.
Well, we still would wish that one day some people show something small. Let's see who controls. But for now, the gentleman who spoke or the man who spoke, I think next time you should tone down a little bit.
I think
for instance, President Kraba, him money, you be 2 a car call like. It was
no need for him
to do that comparison. In fact, if he had spoken about
you feel controls you. Where did this come from? Where we are?
Well, it is what it is. When it comes to reality shows in Ghana, are we still crying over prizes? In fact, I've seen one macho man who has been doing some skits with what's this guy again? Called Mickey, and the macho man is not happy. In fact, the macho man, yes, you know that macho man has brought his whole family, and he's crying to the world. The way the macho man has been chasing Code Mickey around, I never believed something would make him come out and weep like he's doing. What is the case? Macho Man was part of a reality show, a bodybuilding reality show. And according to Macho Man, he won, I think, some $1,000 or so. And as it stands now, the man has not received his money. And he's not happy with the people who organized the event. I'm asking, in terms of some of these cases, the winners, what is their way out? This is not the first time something of this is coming out. This is not the first time we are having a report like this, where a winner of a reality show is not getting what he or she is due. And this time it has happened to a macho man. Macho man is out there weeping that he didn't get his prize. What is the remedy for people like our macho man? Let's watch this. I'll be right back.
Hello guys. Okay, so this video is specifically for Waba officials. Hello guys. Okay, so this video is specifically for Waba officials. Waba officials across the continent. Me pamacho me je me $1,000. $1,000 enye sika ketwa. Say sika ketwa kra na me no enye sika ketwa mame. Because me webushia, I have a family that I need to take care of. Into $1,000 me je. My show almost 1 year near. Price na that's only $1,000. And I won, and up to now they've been tossing me around up and down. Me could be a normal Mr. Victor, any auntie Kia. This message is to you guys. Me pese will be a casini and Pabonini or Ghana until must stay very quiet for a long time. $1,000 and Yesika Ketwa. Yeah, sure no. Registration was 1,000 Ghana cedis. I paid it because I knew I was going to win to get that money. And I made 1,000 Ghana cedis to be on that show. Me, I'm in Sanka, 1,000 Ghana cedis. Mr. So $1,000 and that's on me Sanka. Be Pamacho. This is the last time I'm talking about the money. And who hear me pa? What me bushia? Me the best job. Because since kana me the registration and prepping, you know, we call something prepping. Keep quiet. We call something prepping. When you are prepping, you spend a lot of money. You be sikako, you be DM, you be BM, supplement no, just to put out a good show for you guys. Now, show. I paid 1,000 Ghana, expecting $1,000. Mean Sanka one city crack. Even medal. I had to me come crack. Almost say ready the next day, but they were lying. And you're ready. Makam fat misika mame. Me pamacho. This is the last time I'm asking you for the money. I rest my case.
Well, that was Macho Man crying and not being so happy about how his cash prize has not been given to him. And I'm asking, what is the remedy for some of these situations? In our industry, we have been reporting more of these cases. People go for reality shows, they are promised that when they win, they will get this and that. But after winning, nothing comes to them. You're very dang. Kobe, start where na obisi I mean it doesn't. I know check it. How do we sort our macho man out and other people?
We know as we a serious issue.
Tell the other name man now by the
yes. Once a ball of paper. If you do baby now, I'm calling Casa catch and say keep quiet. Keep quiet.
Oh papa is $1,000.
Keep quiet.
$1,000 how baby.
Brother, me calculate a 15 say dollar near 15 cedis. 15. So let me just assume say the dollar now is 15 cedis, which is 15,000 sikapa. And I think say these, I mean,
15,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, sure. It me.
And also the 1,000 courage style.
Yes.
To Rebecca 40.
And the disappointing aspect of it is that the disappointing aspect of it is that what do you see can put shame? Next campo with the shame, where expect say you get it back, and you not even getting. I mean, the money that you invested. That's one. I mean, disappointing aspect of it, and even the timing, the energy, and I'm sure there will be a bit investment.
Also,
yes, the voting.
I said prepping. I also got a young friend supplement, and also sadrina or muscles no, a pupuyi.
No,
Jim also did also the
So I think Sammy, these are some of the issues that when we sit, we need to discuss. I mean, vividly about it. You see, so many events, baby, of course, will come hane. Yes, coming amount from baby, including the big, I mean, reality shows that we claim we know.
Yeah.
You're scamming Kofu Bibri. But the disappointing aspect of it is that the same industry or the same people
will come after you.
Yeah, it's like a cartel. So whatever that you think, maybe you are moving from party A to party B, unless maybe you don't want to go to that thing again. And even if you don't want to, have a business close to that thing again, if not, that same people will hunt you. And that is what I can't Kofu Baby Ashe. There was one pageant to be like I had a friend that all introduced me. The ladies, the girl, Yoba and a lead. She deceived the ladies, took their money, the voting money and other things that came in addition. And even Kofunpa, the media partners and the photograph, everybody on board now. Yes, and upon later on, our friends, girls, this is the whole thing. The lady formed a gang and started fighting these young ladies. Wedding Kofusika, what the phone scanner for iPhone 15 or more cancel
Pro Max.
Yes, so this is an issue. Say I can say a camper, including the renowned names that we know in the industry. Because we know some of the prizes. We will give you this money. We will take you to tour. We will take you to this. We will give you this opportunity. You have this offer. But at the end of the day, after when the event ends, that is all. And sometimes in Pokulu, sometimes the right people that equally deserve it, they won't get it because other parties will come and buy it because they have money, they have influence, and at the end of the day, the right owners of that particular thing. So how do we solve these things? I think some of these young guys now also they have interest. They should also advise themselves, but each other.
What do you mean by they should advise themselves?
That is it, because day in day out.
Bodybuilding content.
That is it.
Only say I'm qualified. Let me go and flex my muscle.
Yeah, day in day out, people will show interest, and day in day out, you will boom coffee. So I think, whatever it is, weigh your forces and know how to play your cards well. This industry, forget there are some things that Mbeka said there are some things if you don't have your lengths, that kind of things now, it takes only God. Sometimes, irrespective of whatever that you do.
Macho man.
You be tried. Now macho man you trying to na Richie na currency.
To answer that macho man how I'm ready.
Say I to have it currency Richie there. Brother good ideas of bro for be okay. We are not angry enough.
We are not angry enough.
We are not angry enough. Na mumpechu vie dia bole mai. Chale ku de me boga.
Macho man is. How not the money ba adeni.
Ojo the be figure more.
Oh, that.
No, you see.
Three boys so.
No, you see. Internet is very.
Activities.
No, you see, internet is a very unpredictable place. I remember in Nigeria there was a couple that I think the guy was trying to just do something to spice up their relationship and took the lady to I think KFC, a certain restaurant, and posted it online, and people started mocking them, teasing them. Before they realized, companies started flying in. We will give them this, we will give them that, we will give them this, to the extent that even travel and tour companies all started coming through to give them traveling expenses and all of that, experiences and all of that. So internet there, for him to have brought the money there, a setup, a setup. It was a risk that he wanted to take because he's been pushed to the last limit. And that is one of the ways to him. He thinks he can appeal to people or the conscience of probably the people for them to come and come to his aid. But then
family production.
You see?
Family production.
I know the boys dating.
You see, like I said earlier, we are not angry enough. if once in a while certain people would have, or certain victims would have the courage of taking some of these people on, I believe it is not going to stop. For stop date, it's not going to stop. But it will save others from some of these situations. Because this is not the first time, like you said, this is not the first time out of a reality show somebody has come complaining. Even the most popular ones, the one that we revere so much, somebody is being promised a car, the person is done with the reality show, they hail him, give you all the hype, and at the end of the day, they tell you, we are giving you airtime worth 1 million Ghana cedi. That airtime 1 million Ghana cedi, what do you
Oberry. Oberry airtime.
You understand? And it is something that has always been bothering the industry. It all has to do with certain people mastering courage to say, we want to take those parties on. Like I said, it may not put it to a stop, but it will minimize the whole issue of today. It's happening here and there. And definitely, there are certain people that are going to be saved. Because there are certain people that will also take a cue from the fact that, okay, this institution did this reality show, promised this winner this, did not deliver. They were dragged to court and they were made to pay a fine, or they were punished severely. They would think twice before venturing into some of these things.
I see.
But it is because so far it is only about social media and media complaint. Nothing more, nothing less. You come, you complain, and that's all. They don't see anything. So somebody will say, oh wait, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you be yapon. Into the music and the crown and yeshe. We are in this country where we've heard of other reality shows that even the contestants are being succumbed to certain hardships of even them canvassing for votes, going to certain areas, like extreme cases that they would have to go and even sell tickets for the event in order for them to get a chance of winning. And all these things are not the best. It is out of the fact that Bongo idea statement, we are not angry enough. Because if some people are really angry enough, and your social media rate of sermon, bang bang, you go to court.
It depends on how the whole thing started.
And then American,
did they even sign a contract?
And then American. So I was coming to that. Now, with the way these things are going, this is not the first time we are hearing of somebody, quote unquote, being duped out of a reality show. It is also a point of education to others who would also want to jump on the wagon and say, okay, we've heard this reality show here, we've heard that reality show there, and would want to join. Just do your due diligence before you put yourself into some of these mess. Charlie, and yeah, grown, and we race him. Yes, yeah, about the Ghana's why, now so grim.
You could know.
Oh, sure, we're betting you are great. We really was a soup.
Winnie and so. Or the body never pound.
Yeah. Nice body.
Yeah, the body never pound. Cobra body pound.
Taze Gala, no, I said.
Yeah, because if I watch some of the skits he does with Code Mickey, about to say, yeah, boy.
No. Bruh. Well, it's unfortunate.
So you think he should sue?
Of course, if he knows he has a case.
Nah, I bet me not trying.
No.
The letter they bring you gamen atramo.
No, you see.
Lawyers need them kran comedium. Oko friend dia.
Entina would.
Omo kakran better letter.
Entina damage. The entina damage. No, o calculate. Kwaya case ni beti me atwe. Damage no 5 million, 10 million. Because you say case no. E beti me debate 2 years, 3 years. Sata now lawyer come coin debate 200,000. Yes. So if you are suing the people, know how to go about it. But until say we start suing people's assets here and there or threatening them with the law, this is not going to minimize. In fact, some people will even be motivated to now start setting up illegal companies just to do some of these things. Into your children, you bet me a forge certificate, we can't have to, oh, me was certificate to or certificate to just to you people. So, yeah, those who are victims should be angry. Some of them should be angry enough. Unless maybe it is not affecting you, then you can let go and concentrate on another thing. But if you are angry enough, let's test the laws.
Okay. Chamo, wrap up on this topic.
I think there are
move you a little bit. Only way
there are two ways they are resolving issue. The first one, or the longest path, going to court. I mean, he can get a lawyer, write things for him to serve them, or go to court to prepare the summons and then call them to pay you, and court will also call them to say whatever that they have to say, and then you will go through the process. But that one, it can take really long time for you to get your money and compensation.
Yeah,
they will not only pay you, they will pay all the legal fees sometimes, and then they will also add something to what they owe you already. So yes, you will get compensation, but it will take a longer time. It can take sometimes 10 years for them to finish the case. So if you need the money to feed your family, like he said, then it's too long. Some of the kids may not even be at home at that time. Because Accra, if you have 10 years, so I'm trying another 10 years, 20 years.
20 years.
You may not be at home. So that's the longest route. I wish that we will start in that way, so that it will get to a point people will know that, hey, if I mess up, they will take me. So I don't want to. But I don't think Metro Man is in a good position to take that route.
Don't say Metro Man.
We were a family production, just because he wants his $1,000. So he can't wait that long. I think the shortest path for him is to find wherever the office is, or find the location, or find some of the organizers that he knows, and then just hold him and press him. Oh yeah. Yes. He should press him small, not hard. Pressing assemble to you can also be reported and you'll be in trouble. By pressing the kaka or reporter any na enonya warning say one family come on me. I think if it happens like that, they will pay. I think that's the shortest route.
Okay.
You know how or Chibia and yeah.
Oh, let's do what you have been out or the Africa.
I was a way of warning. That's kind of black. I said, me too, be a man. So it's two things. Either they will be watching their back wherever that they go, or they will pay to be free. And people are organizing show, I'm 1,000 CDs. Everyone. And if they are not paying and you go that direction, you may get your money back. I wish the legal one will be something that people will take and then start pushing people in that direction. But for Metro Man at this time, it's not a good route for him. Yes. So he should just search for whoever and then tell them to pay. But he should understand what I mean by telling them to pay.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next story. We'll be wrapping up very soon because we have to be starting our Bachelor night, so we are not going to stay longer this evening. It's about a video that has been trending, and when I check on my timeline, I see so many posts left, right, and center about a Prince Tagoe interview, where in an interview with Nana Romeo on Accra FM, he was quoted to have said that some time ago or some years ago, he used to work with some musicians. He mentioned Prior, he mentioned Stonebwoy, and a couple of them. And according to him, he thinks most of them have been very ungrateful to him. In fact, one of his pains was even Stonebwoy, who unfollowed him on Instagram, and he seems hurt by that. And in our industry, if stories of artists are ungrateful comes out, I'm not sure one artist would even be able to go scot-free. Every other artist would have this problem hitting them left, right, and center. But I'm asking, is it true that artists have been ungrateful to people around them, or people have higher expectations for artists? This is my question. Is it true that indeed artists have been ungrateful to people around them, or people who come closer to artists often come with higher expectations? Let's try to answer this tricky question in the next video, then we can continue with our conversation.
I think from there, no, I was in Hoffenheim and I was in YouTube and I made sure Addo Panka, you know, the free. I think from there, no, I was in Hoffenheim and I was in YouTube and I made sure Addo Panka, you know, the freestyle, how do you call it? Pono. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I saw Stonebwoy also doing something, and I said, oh yeah, this guy is very good. So I think we link up now because so me bagana will meet. I think says that time no we fee high grade. Sammy yeah. So I know if it's Sammy. You know, I mean we talked and I saw the kind of vision he has and and I saw bro Charlie, no problem. I mean if that is it, I will help. Yeah. Anything that I can do to push you, I will do it. And God being so good, I was able to do it. For Stonebwoy? Yeah, because Stonebwoy was already Stonebwoy when he was Sammy, because they have one hit already. Of course. You understand? Yeah. So I didn't made him. Of course. You understand? I just met him on the road that he has left the label. And at that time, things were not really smooth like that. Yeah. So you came in. I came in to support. Because of the belief too I have in him, and I came in to let him feel, say, Charlie, you can do it. So at that time, you see Stonebwoy who come to Accra Sports Stadium show, he'll be driving Porsche. You understand? So I just release all my cars to him and CD anytime they want to go to anywhere. Anywhere, because sometimes you can have a show this week, next week you have a show, the following week you have a show. So how can you take my car and maybe when you go back to Ashema, the following week you have? So sometimes I'll be out there playing and it can be there for like a month or whatever. Whenever they are done, they can bring it. So it wasn't a problem. Like we were brothers and we help each other. Because me, where I'm coming from, somebody also helped me to be where I am. So I don't joke with those kind of things. So I understand, so I have to do what I have to do. So I think I was there before he took the Artist of the Year, in which I made sure that everything was comfortable. I let them came to East Legon. From there we went to one thing, we had a feeling that we would take the award because Shatta said he doesn't want it. And God being so good and truthful, that year Shatta would have won. And we needed that. Only like Stonebwoy will be very ambitious and hardworking. Me personally, even if Stonebwoy is here, he will tell you the truth. He opened his mouth and told me, Prince, Godfather Charlie, if I'm able to win Artist of the Year, only one, they will not see my back. And it's happening. You see that thing? It's happening, and I'm very happy for him. You know. Are you still cool? The cool is cool, but not really cool, because I think even today when I was coming, some people, they are just too inquisitive. When I was coming, I just got to know even that he's not even following me on IG. But Charlie following somebody on IG or following. But do you follow him? Oh, I'm following him. But he's not following you. He used to, but me, I didn't know. But you don't know why he following you. So maybe he has his reasons, which he has to be respect. I have to respect his decision. But I think so far, and I was able to link him a lot. I'm proud of him. I was able to link him a lot, like letting him meet Adebayo. I took him to Adebayo's house. The Go Higher video. The first video went wrong, and he called me. I told him, bro, don't worry, because the date has been already been announced. I called Adebayo, he's my big brother. I was like, oh, Prince, that your friend? No. Just take the key, call Bauer, and just go to the house and use the house anywhere you want. So he needed my car, the Porsche Panamera. So I told CD to come and pick it, or they should drive it to them to shoot the video. It's a lot, you know. I don't want to go deep into it. It's a lot because I mean, we are family. I mean, his sisters. I mean, the mom's birthday. I drove all the way from East Legon. I went and gave him a cake, and it's all love. So I don't want to go too much into it because we're family. We've been there for each other before. So. No. I wish everybody will.
But lastly on that, Ebimo say artists are ungrateful. When you help them at the end of the day, you know, they become ungrateful to you. Did you feel that? And are you feeling that?
Okay.
Because they are working. Did you see something from the conversation? Say, oh boy, we actually know they turn their back.
Me, I'm somebody. I live with no expectation. As since I'm here, Papa Mobia. And you know, I'm not like maybe because I believe, say, human being beyond before you get to certain stage in life, you know. Trust me, they always say angels are in heaven, but angels are not in heaven. Maybe we know better say angels are on this earth. They are we normal human beings. And before God will create you to be a superstar, God has certain people you have to pass through.
Assigned for you.
It's a journey. That you have to pass through. Even if it is one city, is God destined, because God knows says this person one city is pure and it will help you. You understand? So I don't really understand life as a big brother. So I don't really see those things. That's why maybe you will hear that I help without expecting anything. Because I know when you have an agreement with an artist or whatsoever, maybe uncle disrespect the band. So me, my own, I make sure say whoever need anything that have the position to help, I'll do it. I'll do it.
The story of artist Ungrateful, I know it's not going to end soon. This is just one of them. Many are likely to come out, but I'm asking that, is that a reality or higher expectations failed? That is why we get some of this story. Come through, quick one, let's go.
Both. It's both. The reality is there, because the reality is what it is, because it is a human institution. And human institutions are prone to some of these situations, definitely. Okay. Most of the times, you can have a certain expectation of which would push you to go into certain agreement with people, and because of their background, their attitude, level of thinking, your expectations may not see fruition. Like it will not go to an expected end, and that is what will bring some of these disappointments, of which the tag will come, artists are ungrateful. Some of them are also due to higher expectations. Higher expectations with low knowledge of what the thing is really about. Certain people, out of the fact that okay, they know Shatawale has money out of music, Sammy has money out of music, Stonebwoy has money, Sarkodie has money, all these guys have made money out of music. So the moment somebody comes and say, oh, I have talent, or somebody proves to have talent, I can do this, I can do that, then they just jump on it. Okay, then let me throw money into this person's life or career, without them having in-depth knowledge of what they are investing into. But then their expectations all is about the fact that they wake up tomorrow and the person is trending like in Paluta Kering. They wake up tomorrow and phones are calling. So in that sense, they tend to go all out. So when they wake up tomorrow and nothing is pushing, now out of that frustration, they would want to it will cause them to act in a certain way, of which the talent will also feel a certain way, and that partnership will just break off. And when it does, definitely the person that has invested more will call the other party ungrateful, because I have given you my all. I have done whatever you want. I have gone the length and breadth of wherever I can go, just to make sure that your vision comes to pass. Yet, in the middle of the road, you just veered off like that. It's sometimes sad. For Prince Tagoe's story, me, I heard it long ago during the Dance Guy days. Long time. Like the number of artists that have passed through, or this guy has affected in the space, like plenty. Plenty. And it will shock you.
That make I'm part of that. I was not an artist though. Plenty.
Like the kind of things Prince Tagoe was doing.
In fact, let me mention this. When I was doing my Flex newspaper, Prince Tagoe bought a digital camera for me. Then cameras, the small ones. Yes, Prince Tagoe bought it for me.
You can imagine. You know, Prince Tagoe's influence in
that was when he was managing or doing production for Pry.
Okay.
At that time, you were also doing some publicity for Pry.
That's true.
And he bought a digital camera, then silver digital camera.
You know, I can even
salute to Prince Tagoe every day.
Prince Tagoe's influence in the entertainment industry is what even motivated these sports guys into the entertainment industry, for them to come and mingle with the people in the entertainment industry. It was that particular influence. It was Prince Tagoe's influence. Yes, they know, we are all creatives. We are all entertaining people one way or the other. But that synergy was not there until Prince Tagoe made it happen. And it was because his connection in the football fraternity and in the entertainment fraternity was large. He was affecting from all angles. So for him, if he would want to call some people ungrateful or somebody ungrateful, I am not going to fault him that much. Some of them would also be out of the fact that, okay, he was not also so much vested in the business proper of that particular field. But some of them also could have also done right with him. So some you can blame Prince Tagoe, others you can't blame him. It is an experience. And I like how he's also taken it. I like how calm he is in all the situations. He's been in all the situations. Because if Prince Tagoe would want to list the number of artists that have been ungrateful to him, I'm sure we will give him a pen and paper. He will do please turn over. Plenty. Some of them have not, like, they not even blow. Plenty. Some of them that even knew that, Prince Tagoe produced Pryor's album, Prince Tagoe produced this person's album, that person's album. All were running to him. And some of them he helped without them even blowing. So you won't even know them for you to know that, Prince Tagoe also helped this guy or invested in this kind of person. Plenty. But then, all in all, I like how he's taken it, and the fact that he's been able to free his mind and heart out of those grudges and understand that it is a human institution and that it is prone to disappointment and ungratefulness. The ones that he's been able to win and still have good relationship with, he is still maintaining and he's still doing what he's doing. And that is the most important thing for me. When people get disappointed in their line of duty, yet they are able to get a sound mind to still continue, that is where my happiness is. Because most of the times, it is not everybody that is able to come out of that particular shock. Like, say, there are certain people, that's why you mostly make certain statements like, there are certain people that should not go into artist handling currently. Because of those
experiences.
Yes, the experience that they've had, they did not come out the same, or they did not come out quote and unquote same. So they would want you, so you want them to just be there. If it comes with consultancy, maybe you can offer expert opinions on certain things, but to go in full time, pause. But for Prince, like I said, I like how he's been able to keep his composure, keep his heart out of all these disappointments, and he's still going about his duties. That is the most important thing for me, and that is what I would respect. Like, I mostly respect him to be. For the artists that are ungrateful, tag me. it did not start with Prince Tagoe, so it is not going to end now. It will still be there because even you go near be lining up artists on my Ungrateful crana. Sad time na you go na ebimu yebi.
Okay. Well, let's go on to Kobe Josvan. Let's listen to what he adds to this conversation.
Brother. I remember Nana wrote me about some. I think it's a bad agenda we say or yeah my taking me time and studying it most of these agenda be on the
piano. Okay.
And I think main 40 Prince Tagoe, but I think say the timing is wrong. This is the time I can Stonebwoy artist of the year. I expect to say
celebration.
Yes. So when all of a sudden you may be see boom boom, and this sound this is not a good news, and I didn't know good news. Yeah, a equation balancing and share that and so I think so the time
I get your point.
Yes,
because he's more or less like in a celebration moment.
Yes,
and then we have the boom.
Yes, so that is and that is what Ebema can say in his agenda. Why all these years Prince Tagoe never voice out, but this is the time that if you also feel so or voice out, because at least if nothing at all, if there's no bad energies, at least to say what can to me I ignore so as you keep on doing your own stuff, because personally me some of the things that are also why behind the scenes and couple of musicians be able to put them on, and Jembe say when some of these things happen they should keep on doing they should get that big heart to to accommodate some of these good works, because brass in our space you can't conversation you bon komobia when it comes to investment then it's our big problem here. So when we see some of these young guys getting money and they're not trying to focus on themselves and their family and deciding to impact others, I think say idea or the bomb but with notwithstanding to I think say some of these guys, and so at the end of the day they support too sometimes they should appreciate them, and you biana brass give him money. You see, as a start now, there's a lot that you've done for me. I can't pay you, but I think you'll be happy when I sit somewhere on a bigger platform and say so. Me Jenny, if you do baby na me pese and me I got a certain Sammy flex and not them also, and that one will be like you appreciate that and more than give you money. And I think that is what our people are not doing. Hardly do we even see some of the events now. There's so many brains behind that must sponsor. They give them money. Some also give them opportunities. So it is not everything about money. And you have bigger plans for them. But at that moment, you don't have whatever that it takes for you to accomplish it. Just give them shout out when needful. At the right time, mention their name. As part of narrating your story, your success story, let people understand. Say no, and there were so many people behind you, and I think moving forward, you will serve as what inspiration and motivation. It will energize them to keep on impacting, because when I said if he's not matured enough to be able to accommodate all these pressures now being said, I'm not going to venture into that thing again. Let's think about the next generation. There might be another superstar that equally need Prince Tagoe's blessings or impact to also shine. It means one person or two people Bonnie Biamoyana, Wrong Biamoyana have impacted a lot of years. And that is my problem, that anytime when I sit like this then I begin to ask myself so many questions. But the it will never end. Irrespective of how it is, I think say if you are doing good, keep doing it. Irrespective of the punishment, the pain that you go through, you will still have a genuine one that will still appreciate your hard work and celebrate you. So kudos to him for not focusing on himself and also impacting others. I think say Wayadi and over there you're celebrating him for some of these good things.
Chabo, quick one.
But my first statement now, I think Prince Tagoe should be careful because some media people may want to use him for their own agenda, and Nana Romeo did it perfectly. I think Prince Tagoe genuinely wanted to share his relationship issues with Stonebwoy, but it's not like he's bitter and now he's ready to talk. No, Nana Romeo pushed that thing, and then unfortunately Prince Tagoe just fell for it, without even knowing what Nana Romeo was trying to do or trying to imply. So for me, going forward, Prince Tagoe should be careful, because they may use him in a way or not cry. Because especially when you said that he bought a digital camera for you, I'm thinking, since then, have you spoken to him, or are you still in contact with him?
Me, I've been chatting with him on Instagram sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes when we meet at events, that connect is there.
Yeah, but do you have the kind of vibe that you had with him many years ago?
No, not as tight as it was.
Good.
Yeah.
So if Nana Romeo hears this, he can tag you as ungrateful, based on how he wants to do the connection there. So
whether you are following
him or not. You see, he will start from now the relationship that you have with him. So it may not be as it used to be. Then he will ask, don't you think some people are...
Sammy Flex has been ungrateful.
He will not even mention after just going around the conversation, he will say, don't you think some people that you have helped, they are ungrateful? And yes, and he may be tempted to say, oh yeah, some people, without knowing that the target is you, Sammy Flex. Prince Tagoe will not notice it. He will feel, say, oh, a general thing being working. But because of how I started conversation, and I think he did that perfectly to Stonebwoy in this case. He started a conversation from somewhere, making it look like now the relationship with Stonebwoy is not as it used to be. And then he followed that one with, don't you think some artists are ungrateful? He didn't mention Stonebwoy's name. So maybe Prince Tagoe will be thinking it's a general thing, and in his life as human being, there are some people who will obviously disappoint him. So he was just saying things, hoping that this is a general conversation that I'm talking about. But it is a point hitting Stonebwoy. Prince Tagoe never said that he had personal issue with Stonebwoy. Prince Tagoe didn't say that they got into some issue and then they now grew apart or something. No, he never said that. But the way Nana Romeo asked the questions and how he was leading Prince Tagoe, he was the one pushing the agenda that Stonebwoy is ungrateful. Nana Romeo did that. But if you don't take care, you will not get that anger. I am pretty sure that if Nana Romeo started by saying, do you think Stonebwoy is ungrateful? He will say no. But he didn't give him that chance. He wasn't specific. So Prince Tagoe should be careful. I think it's good to help people and not having any expectation, as he said. And you should be careful how you talk about it. Because sometimes you may not be talking from the angle of you being bitter. You are just talking from the angle of you
sharing experience
and the things that you have done. But people will take different meanings. You know, sometimes you can tell somebody, oh, there will be a conversation and you go, oh, last time I said, could just go and buy me pay 100 Ghana be man. Then the person will go and say, but I say, I want to spread those 100 Ghana or Chamo. Meanwhile, Chamo wasn't saying that, oh, could we just or you be a mean crown mission. No, it was a conversation I bear more or count. But the person can make it look like you are just saying that could be just if you want to be a ocean and all that. And I think that's what Nana Romeo did to Stonebwoy, and it's not fair. I think we should be careful, especially if you are the one saying things. When they push certain questions to you, you have to be careful so that they don't put you in that situation.
Don't fall into that one.
Yes, you see, it got to a point about the relationship, and then Prince Tagoe brought the fact that me, I didn't know But those who are curious are saying that now Stonebwoy is not even following you.
Yeah.
It wasn't a problem for him, but the conversation, because of the conversation, he brought it up, and now they will feel that Prince Tagoe is bitter because Stonebwoy is not following him. It's a media gimmick or media way of painting a certain picture. So for me, I think my caution or my thing will go to Prince Tagoe. He should be careful. I think he has done enough. Some people will disappoint him, obviously. Sometimes it's not really intentional. It's about where the person is going and how they are doing their things. They may not get time for you as you want. The same thing happened between Kwame Eugene, and there was one guy who was saying that and
I remember that guy.
Yes.
Some down boy like that.
You see, you can use that conversation and say that Kwame Eugene is ungrateful. At the same time, if you think critically, you will see that at some point people may grow apart based on the path that you have taken. And if you don't take those who are not benefiting the way they want to benefit, they will be angry and say certain
and start pushing this kind of narrative.
So I think Nana Romeo, I think and a diabolic agenda on Tony Bokaka, and but majority of them will still do it anyway. So Prince Tagoe is the person who's supposed to be careful here. Based on how he will come out with certain words and having conversations, because some people will push you to say things that you will not. It wasn't intentional. Like you didn't want to say it like that, but they are letting you say it like that. That's not fair. But we are in the space. It will happen at some point.
Well, I think we would have to wrap it all up here. There was another story where Denta is telling the world that Africa is about to have our own kind of Grammys, Grammy Africa, like they have the Grammy Latinos, Grammy Africa. And according to Denta's information, Ghana was not qualified, or Ghana did not qualify to be the host of the Grammy Africa, all because when the opportunity was given to us, in terms of resources, in terms of our availability, in terms of our readiness and preparedness, Ghana did not play. Chema, are you disappointed?
Not really, because Grammy by nature is also a business for somebody. So if they are doing their business and for whatever that they were looking for before they add Ghana, Ghana couldn't do it. Who's supposed to do it? That's the first thing that I'll ask. Who's supposed to make sure that Ghana will come?
But at the time that we are talking about tourism, creative arts, and such an opportunity was on our table, and we could not land it. Isn't that disappointing?
Who is in charge of that? Who is supposed to be in charge of it?
Oh, Jan Krumah is around as the creative arts something.
What will be
the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture? They are also there.
Yes. So here's the thing. What will be their benefit?
Ghana Tourism Authority. They are also there.
Yes. You see, you are mentioning so many names.
Yes.
So if those institutions say they are not interested, what happens to it?
They are not interested.
Yes.
Yet they want millions of people to come to Ghana.
No, they want what will bring them the benefit that they are looking for, not what you wish or you think that they should.
Oh, but if they really want benefit for Ghana in terms of creative art and tourism, this was one of them. Getting the African Grammys.
No,
not Ghana benefit.
Not Ghana benefit.
Obviously. That's why I think you are missing the point. So you think the things that they do or the way that they work, they are doing it on behalf of government or on behalf of Ghana. That's the word. You think they are doing it so that Ghana will benefit? No, they are doing it for themselves, and maybe Ghana will benefit. Ghana benefiting is a secondary matter based on what they have done.
Wow.
Yes, they are political entities. And they are doing things that they think can bring their parties to power or maintain power. So what will Grammy do for them to win an election, especially at this time? Nothing. It will not do anything to them. So, or add anything to them influencing voters. So maybe later they may think about it, but now it can't be their focus.
Because whatever they are supposed to do here is even going to happen like 2027 and 2028 that way.
I think it's not part of their vision now. Some people may come and want to do
other people today, they didn't see themselves in 2027, 2028. So.
It's all part of it. You see, and you see, at some point, we had a minister who, at a point, paid for a award scheme to host it here in Ghana. But these people, they are not interested in that. That's why they are not ready to spend.
Grammy Africa. So as it stands now, Ghana did not qualify to be one of the founding nations. Rwanda is there, Nigeria is there, South Africa is there, and I think Kenya as well. Ghana, 0-0. We did not qualify. Once again, Nigeria will sit on us. Nti yambaye ni ya fa plane ni akohobi. Na ya kwa omo de attention. They will never give us the upper hand. Kobe, I was so disappointed. We are posting quick. 1 minute.
Maybe I'm very disappointed because I'm looking up to the opportunities that will come. I mean, along. I mean, Africa,
but endless opportunities.
Yes, Ghana, we say is the gateway to Africa, and in as much as entertainment has become, I mean, a vital or pivotal thing when it comes to, I mean, promoting our country, Ghana. There are some of these things like Boa, Emma. I mean, we are saying it puts us on the spotlight. I mean, imagine a country like Ghana and they are organizing this event. I mean, the whole world will be, I mean, watching Ghana. And that is one thing that I think our people miss. I think the agenda that we are expected to push, you don't push. But the own here, the major, I mean, things now we should pay attention to, we don't pay. We rather focus on the minor one, thinking because with the minor one, everybody has a personal interest there, and at the end of the day, we're achieving the interest. Me personally, I'm very disappointed in Jankuma. I mean, this is the time that Odell chair ni Bobre
cook.
Yes. And yet time course agenda course
cook
a honor person chair or cratch power. This is me, I can do this. And we here abra here this opportunities.
Cooking.
And yeah, coffee me now for me diagram. Person chair na me sometimes can you maybe people will see say a come down our cancer, but most of the things that we see me sometimes when I sit from afar and observe certain things, I see say most of the people that they claim they are adding a lot to the industries are jokers. They don't even know whatever that they are doing. Because an opportunity like this, we are getting people that are pushing agenda to win Grammy. Because I've said it is not falling on the side of the artist. People are saying it's a Grammy impo, Ghana need be anywhere and winning. And this is Grammy Africa that will put Ghana on the map. Talking of the logistics, I mean the opportunities, I mean other things, I will never agree with someone telling us that we don't have the logistics. I mean, time now we are friends, a global citizen. When at a point they realize that they can't
we could do it.
Yes, they even brought, I mean, some of these logistics from their country to organize. We have the men, all the brains behind whatever production.
So what happened?
So what is the problem? Cause and I'm not to cross you belong to a this is the time. And one disappointing thing is, I mean, Ghana Tourism Authority. I'm pushing this agenda return.
December and GH.
This is
we can watch when I come with December.
Sammy.
Grammy Africa every
misplaced priorities on one agency. This imagine say in their calendar and if say ebia ma buying to me and as part of it they let the people know say it was through our era and this agenda. Anyway, guys, as usual, my name is Kobe Joseph and I'm a blogger, social influencer.
Now press next.
Yeah, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, subscribe it.
Good.
Subscribe it now. Don't wait for us to become that global.
Joseph.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Man, it's in a brass. I want to move.
No, you don't know the romantic name.
Hey,
yeah. First name was good. Ultimate boy with the man. We did a romantic cry. But Joseph, I think.
I love that.
Kobe cry. I'm happy. Didn't Kobe. and it just Van Saka.
And I'm sounding a handsome so come. So
So
make you guys go. I mean, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Blogs are active. Yeah, boy, Jumano. Big shout outs to Sammy Flex for the support and the love. I really appreciate
Cookings.
Neck pressing. That's me. I'm partly disappointed.
Challenge me, self. I'm disappointed.
Me, I'm partly. But the other part,
Grammy Africa,
no,
Ghana and
I
Canada.
am partly disappointed. The other part I understand because was it Westy Live, the YouTuber now could you share in the Facebook? No, cause me say could you share in dream bottom or dream bottom? Now corner na pampa. Now corner
You were sorry cut now bars man.
No, you see? Let's not kid ourselves. And that's revelation and that's more than mine. Those who are doing it, you see the year of return, check time there, Shase, and how strong they've been pushing it year in year out. The primary motive is the first, is the virgin, your friend is saying, agenda towards the reason why we are implementing something. The primary motive. What is the primary motive? The primary motive is to give these people an idea of the fact that we want well for them, or we wish well for them, so they can retain us. Simple as that. So whether the outcome is going to be well for them or not, the primary motive is for us to be okay, or for them to know we wish well for them. So we will implement e-levy, and we will tell you we wish well for you because we want to take this money to fix your road. But as to whether when the money comes your road will be fixed, it's a different conversation. I am partly disappointed because in this country we have the men, like we say. I mean, proving the fact that we have the logistics and the manpower and the creative brains to host some of these things in Africa. We have nothing to prove again. If not, Afro Nation would not leave Ghana, go to Nigeria and cancel. They won't. How many times have Afro Nation been hosted in Africa? And how many times have it been hosted in Ghana? You understand? It proves that we have the manpower, we have the logistics, we have the brains. We have it. But then, it is also business for another people. And that business transcends whatever we have. That business do not consider the manpower, the creative brains and everything that we have. And that is where my pain is. The current administration may not see the need for them to push. It's not as if they push, they will not get it. There is a high possibility they will get it. Come on, the president has been to meetings to lobby for top events to come to Ghana. It is very easy for them to push and get this done here in this country. It is very easy. The countries that are hosting, it is because the top people are the ones doing the lobbying. It is not industry people. If it is left with industry people, none of these countries in Africa would even get the nod to host Grammy. None of these countries in Africa. It is because there are top people in power in administrations that are doing the lobbying. And one of the top people who do the lobbying for us is the first gentleman of the land, among other administrators who hold good power in this country. It is not industry people. So yes, you can see the entire there. You can see top people there. But they are not the ones doing the lobbying. They are supporting, they are playing supporting role. If in other cases they can do lobby, that is good. Like how she was able to, Denta was able to lobby for our artists to get invitations or invite for them to go for the last Grammy that happened. Cool. That is where their power ends. But in terms of lobbying to get some of these big deals into your country, it doesn't take industry people. It takes top power.
I see.
But unfortunately, the people in our top power do not see the need for them to do it because they are sitting on tenterhooks. In fact, they are not even certain of their future tomorrow. So why should we do it? And you see, when they do these things, when you lobby, do not come in brain. They come tomorrow. Because they are not sure of that tomorrow, then let's wait. When we are sure of tomorrow, we can go and fight back. And it is the reason why we are not party yet. Crying, we can go to the friends in Independence Square and host the crying party. Would that bring any result? No. Because the people that are supposed to do the talking now are considering other things than what we think we would want them to consider, so to go and push some of these things. So partly I am disappointed, partly I am not, because I know and understand some people's way of thinking, which is why they are not even bothered pushing this agenda.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of today's edition of Showbiz Daily, which is also called the Bachelor's Night edition. Now we have ended it successfully, so we are just going to make sure everything is in place for tomorrow, and we are set. Special thanks to you once again, to the production team, Digital Rasta, who is called Currency. He did our camera for us, Richie Flex, editor director of the show, Tap Send, for holding us down. If you are watching us and you live abroad, anytime you want to send money back home to Ghana, to Africa, please get an app on your phone, Tap Send. Use the promo code SammyFlex and activate the wallet. The wallet helps you to convert your currency into cedis, so you can always do direct transfer, bank transfer, Momo transfer. Each one of them is allowed. And to my special people here on the set, Roland Amate, who is very close to me, my immediate left, from Shagzi Shutter Movement, Roland Reports on YouTube, Roland Reports on the .com as well, and to the Nation's blogger, Kobe Josvan. He's an influencer, he's a blogger, he's a journalist, in fact, he's an engineer as well, and his YouTube is also calling you for subscription. That is Kobe Josvan and KobeJosvan.com, as well as Tunes Africa. You have to get that as well. And also to Intim Dode Solomon, aka the freshest groom in town. Tomorrow we are going to be very busy courtesy him. Congratulations to him. And now he can do what adults do. Also start here, she who difference, you know. He's our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and of course in Team Dosu Digital Solutions, marketing, promotions, monetization, management, and more. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us and let's do more. Here we speak the truth, nothing but the truth. Let me see if I can read some comments. I can see some woto. So Masonic says, I thought the I mean was just for yesterday. Oh, bruh, what is this I mean? Okay. Osman Fati says, I want this program because of Shah Wale. Salis Isaac says, good evening. Starboy says, Chamo. Though I never like the fact that you always defend SM, either good or bad, I still have a lot of respect for you. Congratulations in advance. Welcome to the league. Masonic says, Chabu, allow. That's, I mean, you be funny, you macho man. What dollar rate will they pay him with? The new one, they'll pay the new one. He's taking $1,000, so whether it is $1,000, whatever, $1,000. The neutral says, Sammy is diabolical. Anything to tarnish someone's name. And he comes against it. Did you call Stonebwoy's camp before talking about this? Bills Mordecai says, Agenda Squad. Augustine says, someone chopped their money long time ago. Bills Mordecai says, be bold enough to tell your artist to apologize to Stone for the false accusation. Rashid said, he says, congrats, Chamo. Bills Mordecai is here. He says, when you don't have content, you feed on rumors. Wiseline Spurs says, so you now see Shatta was the one who made Ghanaian artists who they are today. The truth is bitter. Masonic Audio Book Library says, great submission, Kobe Josvan. Seth Akufo says, Shatta Wale always praises the people who helps him at any interview he goes to. Masonic says, Bra Solo, are you saying Prince isn't smart enough? Fela So says enemies of progress gathering. Wise Latesper says, so if Prince Tagoe does not have any issues with Stonebwoy, why would he post? In fact, someone yesterday said, shatter the all kinds of beam conference, you know. Beam Summit. Beam Summit. Yes, someone else said shatter summit. Oh my goodness, guys, thank you so much. Live in peace and let us live in peace as well. We shall be meeting here with other videos for your weekend. Subscribe to us, run your commentaries. We believe in your opinions. We are not going to gag anyone for sharing an opinion. That's why we read all your comments. I'll see you when I see you. Until then, yeah, koware, yeah, kohin, yeah, koware, yeah, kohin. We are out of here. Bye bye.